everybody, welcome again to another video class. This is Ms Fran, and today we're going to have another storytelling session. This time we're going to have a special friend here as a guest because it's Easter, so he is going to be with us this whole week. So during Easter we can see things, we can touch, we can taste, we can hear, and today we're going to focus on the things that we can smell. So for example, I can smell the grass. Then now we're in the transition from summer to fall, but I can still smell the grass when it's being cut, or I can smell these delicious chocolate eggs from Easter. I cannot wait for Sunday to collect them around the house. So today we're going to be reading an Easter story, and it's called The Bunny Who Found Easter. So I hope you like it, and shall we begin? Okay. So it says, The Bunny Who Found Easter. Let's go. One day, a little bunny woke up from a long nap along under a tall elm tree. He heard the silence of the wood around him and wanted other rabbits like himself for company. Can you see him over here? He's all by himself. He wanted some friends to come over. Can you tell me where I will find other rabbits? He asked a sleepy old owl in the elm tree. He is right here. Other rabbits, said the owl. Why there are always rabbits at Easter? Where is Easter? Asked the little bunny. But the old owl had dozed off to sleep again in the bright sun. He went back to sleep. It must be some place to the east, thought the bunny, and set off searching. Where can we find all those bunnies? It was a hot summer day. The leaves in the trees stood still as a painting against the blue sky. The bunny found a pool of water, and down in the water, silvery throat flashed by. But there were no bunnies about. Then this can be Easter, he thought. No bunnies around. So he went on his way. Can you see him here? He found the pool, but he saw no bunnies. So off he went back to search. He came to a field full of daisies. There was a hot summer daisy smell over the field, and the bunny's nose twinkled like this. A big, slow bumblebee hummed by. But in all that witnesses of daisies, there was no witnesses of bunnies like himself. This isn't Easter, the bunny said, and he went on back to search. Wow, that's a beautiful landscape. I'm so sorry I couldn't find any bunnies. Once he was caught in a summer storm. Can you see the rain? It was a big storm. The sky looked like a night. Suddenly, a streak of lightning, the color of the stars, forked through the sky. Great rumblings rolled from one end of the world to the other. The rain came down so fast that the bunny could hardly see any mountain. Laurel just hid. Can you see him? How do you think he must feel? So scared. Slowly the rumbling rolled by. Slowly the sky brightened. Slowly the rain stopped. He could see the mountain laurel with the wet, shining leaves, each flower cupped filled with one sparkling drop of rain. Can you see him right here? Look at those beautiful flowers. But he couldn't see any other bunnies shaking the rain off their wet white fur. Not Easter, he said sadly, and he hurried on his way. Can you see him here? He was feeling so sad because he couldn't find any other bunny. Let's see what he finds next. Summer was nearly over. The leaves on the forest trees began to turn brown and gold and red. What is happening here? Why are the leaves changing their color and falling from the trees? It's fall! Dead leaves cracked under the soft rabbit hooves of the little bunny who was looking for Easter. He stopped under a tree to rest, and a round, shiny red apple fell down and startled him. Can you see him here? It smelled of autumn, fall, and crispness. He took a bite with his two front sharp teeth. When he had crunched the apple to its seeds, he looked around and sighed. There wasn't another bunny to see. One day it began to snow. Soft white flakes drifted down the sky, and the air was sharp and cold and still. When he hopped through the white drifts, he felt a little dark footprints in the snow. But no matter which way he hopped, his footprints never crossed other bunny footprints. The little bunny was alone in a world without rabbits. Can you see him right here going through the white snow looking for some bunnies? Let's see what happens now. There were birds, little black sparrows like ink drops in the snow. Brown squirrels leaped about the bare branches of the trees. Once he saw a whole family of deer sleeping in a forest at dawn. But there wasn't another long-eared, pink-nosed, white, furry rabbit like himself to be seen. This can be Easter yet, he thought, and his loneliness grew inside of him. Oh no, poor little bunny. That night the bunny curled up in a hollow tree to keep himself warm out of the wind and sharp air. When he woke up the next morning, there was something different. What do you think it is? It smelled. He quivered his nose and smelled hard. Can you smell hard with him? Can you help him? Good. It smelled of greenness and warm, soft sunlight. The little bunny felt sure he would come to Easter soon. His hope again. In the forest, the black twins had little tight curved green butts. The birds were singing loud up in the trees as the bunny hopped ahead looking for Easter. We're near. He knows it. Suddenly, he saw something in the muddy earth that made him stand perfectly still with excitement. Crossing in front of him and going into the wood where he had never been were little rabbit paws, prints in the ground. Can you see them here? He's coming. He followed the paw prints very carefully down a hidden path where, in a clearing, he saw someone small and furry resting on a mossy bank. It was another bunny. She had brown fur, she had long ears like himself, and eager, bright eyes like himself. The little bunny was so happy to find her, he completely forgot about Easter. Hopping back through the forest with her, hop, 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 he showed her all the places he had been on his search. At last they came to the tall elm tree where he had first awakened to find himself alone. But now his loneliness was gone. He was no more feeling alone. But now his loneliness was gone. The two bunnies were very happy together. Soon they had a whole family of little rabbits, tiny, soft, sleepy things with a long, sweet ear and small, wet noses. The bunny's heart was full of happiness at this wonderful, air-smelling, sunlit, bunny-filled world. Aha! Said the old owl when he saw the bunny family. Didn't I tell you so? At Easter time, there are always rabbits. Can you see them right here? And the bunny felt his little bunnies around him and the earth blooming beyond them and all the things growing. And he understood that last that Easter was not a place after all, but a time when everything lovely begins once again. And that's the end. So, the story is all about that Easter was not a place where he could find all these bunnies, but it was where he could finally feel home with his family and beloved. So I hope that you like this story very, very much. And remember that I'm going to see you soon. So have fun.